Hey guys, hope you're all well. Okay, a late one in the office. I've been very busy today with other things. I'm going to try and make a start on the final part of that leg shield. Get that done. I may not finish it all tonight, but it will be one continuous video. It may roll into tomorrow for me because it is getting quite late. Anyway, today I have been setting up a new merchandise store. Long story. The previous company, I have no idea what happened to them. They used to be really, really good. And many people across YouTube used a company called Teespring. And then apparently it changed hands. And it just went from bad to worse, from worse to completely and utterly useless. I've been battling them for about 7 months behind the scenes. I've probably sent them in the region of 80 emails, and pretty much all of them have just hit a wall. I'm getting no help, no response, no customer service, nothing. I've not been able to do anything with them. People aren't getting paid, massive delays with people's merchandise. I think that part of it, because that's the part I went for first, big delays with postage and stuff like that. Obviously, this is out of my hands. They're in full control of this. So it's been very difficult. So if you've experienced, one of the people who've experienced delays with Teespring, I can only apologise. I've been battling it out for a long time. I've since basically shut the shop down, completely removed everything off it so nobody could purchase anything. That's how bad it's got. Now, they've owed me, it's not a massive amount of money, but they've owed me money since December and I'm still waiting. But it's principle. I keep bashing them now and pestering them, but obviously no one's looking at my emails. But I keep sending them in the hopes that maybe they will get read. But anyway, I've set up a new store with a company that's got very good reviews. Shipping's really good, quality's really good, and everything. I've spent a lot of time researching them all, and this one is really easy for me to, I say really easy, it's took me quite a while to set it all up over the last few days, and I'm starting to get designs in there now. I'll probably put a link in the description of this video, and if you wish to take a look, have a look. I've just made my first order off there just for a little tester, but like I say, all the reviews are fantastic. If you look at the reviews of Teespring now, it is horrifying, absolutely shocking, and I believe there's thousands of people that are all going through the same as me. Anyway, it'll get there. But this new store, it's up and running, and I will add lots of different designs over time. Obviously, most of it will be to do with bikes, but I'm going to add fun stuff as well. I've got some, silly t-shirt ideas and things like that, not necessarily bike related, just a bit of fun, and see how I get on with them. Right, let's get on with this. So I've got to cut a piece out. I've got a rough piece cut. I'm going to mark it out, and then we're going to start shaping it up because it's got to have that step in there, look. Now, that step, the first return went all the way across, but the second return down didn't. I think there was a cutout on that. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to tell whether that was like that or it's broken like that. I don't know. I may leave it in. We'll see how we go. Let's get it all marked up and start cutting a precise piece out and getting it shaped up. Right, we've got that little bit. So I'm going to try and mark it up first. I'm doing it with a scriber because obviously it's got to be quite precise. Oh, there we go. I'm just about to see that. I shall quickly trim that off and then we'll start putting the shape into it. Okay, I've trimmed that off. This is going to be quite a delicate job. It's now getting that fold as best as we can. I'm not looking forward to welding this, to be honest, but hey, we'll give it a go. I'm going to do the fold now. I'm just going to do that in the vise. Get the first fold done anyway. It's hard to say how much this is out of shape as well, really. You know, without having the whole bike here, it's very hard to say how well it fits or how it doesn't fit well. I don't know. I can only follow what I've got here. Right, let's get a fold in it. Right, I've got that in the vise. Let's move stuff out of the way. Let's see how that's looking. Right, next bit. This is a little bit awkward. I'm trying to do the return fold on our little repair piece. So I've got it clamped in the vise with this bit of brass, which is about the thickness of the return fold. So I'm at least going to try and get it started. It's hard to show you, isn't it, like this? I don't know. Let's go underneath. So we got the little bit here that I've got to tap round under this brass, or at least get it started. I think that's got it. Let's have a look. That's not too bad. It's got us on the way. Right. We are getting close. We're somewhere near. Gonna bit of persuading, a few tacks here and there as we persuade it into shape. I think that'll work. Okay, next bit. We have a bit of brass clamped to the back. That should help with the heat a little bit. So I can just place that in there now, do a few tacks where it fits best, then just start sort of working it round so it's nice and flush. Well, as flush as I can get it all the way round. And then obviously I'll trim it off afterwards. Yeah, the brass normally helps with the heat of the weld. Gives us a bit of a less chance of blowing it away. It's a very delicate job, this one, because this is quite thin. Right, I'm going to turn the camera away because of the welding. I don't want to keep welding in front of it. And we'll get some tacks on there. Okay, I've got some tacks that secured it. It's not blowing it away, which is good. I'm actually letting that cool a little bit and then do a few more, and I'll just work through it like that. Do a few tacks, let it cool, do a few more, let it cool until we've got all that joined up. So I'm just going to go and get on with that, and then we'll get on with shaping this bottom bit so it all matches. Okay, that's a lot of terrible tacks on there. I'm going to get the brass off now. Also, what the brass will do is stop a big mess occurring the other side. It just helps control it a bit better when you're welding really, really thin stuff. Right, let's start tidying that mess up. It does look messy because
yeah, it's trying to fizzle up with probably remnants of the brazing that was there. I'm not making excuses. It looks rubbish. It's terrible. Terrible looking tacks. Right. I think I'm going to dress this back a little bit and then start tidying these bits up. We've got to trim this off as well, obviously. Right, I've dressed that back a bit. It's just roughed out. So I've got these clamps on now with another little bit of brass tucked up in there. And if I aim the welder for the brass, it should sort of pull that gap in and connect to the metal, if that makes any sense. Probably not. Hopefully we won't blow that away. Oh, let's give that a go. Okay, that's got a bit of weld on that. Let's take these clamps off, remove the brass, probably dress that bit up. We're getting closer. Oh, that's got it about blowing it away. Right, yeah, I'll dress that bit up and then we'll attend to that bit, that side. There's a bit of a step in that one, so I'm going to have to beat that about a little bit for it to match. Right, it's got some of it back, but we've got to get right into that corner. So I'm going to take the risk with the cutter and slowly, carefully try and get that corner in. It's better than what it was. It's all a little bit delicate, so I'm trying to be careful. I don't think this patch is going to be absolutely perfect at all, but at least it's not going to be flapping about like it was before and full of filler. Right, now I'm going to sort this side out. You can probably see we've got a bit of a mismatch there. So I've got to try and get that to match up before we start welding that bit. Okay, that's got that. I've just tapped it about and just matched that joint up a little bit better. I've got someone here now, so I've got to try and do this as quick as I can. It's difficult. Right, let me try and weld that up. Okay, we are done. I've had to plough on. The guy had one of his drivers here and he came a bit earlier than what I thought, so I've just had to smash that out, basically. So I've done that little split. I've done the same with that, put a bit of brass behind it and welded the split up. Obviously we got that bit done. This bit, I wouldn't say it's absolutely brilliant, but at least it's all metal work now and not filler and hanging on for its life. Okay, that will do then. Bit of a rush towards the end that was, but it's done, it's gone, and another little job ticked off the list before the big road trip. Okay, next video, back on with the Honda. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.